Today on Gardening with Greg, something special in the pumpkin patch. Our good friends Danny and Wanda over at Deep South Homestead in Mississippi, they knew we grew the Seminole pumpkins and liked them a lot. So they sent us a pumpkin that they've been selling and growing for quite a while, the Cherokee Tan Pumpkin. I searched the internet and there's not a whole lot out there on the Cherokee Tan Pumpkin. Danny seems to be the only source for these pumpkin seeds. Now it's an old heirloom variety that was grown back in the day by the Cherokee Indians, and it was a great food source for them. Now we've been growing this Seminole pumpkin for quite a few years now, and we really like it. It's disease resistant, insect resistant, and it grows well in the South. It originated down in South Florida by the Seminole Indians back in the day. It's a great food source for them. And it grows in the South. And pumpkins, as you well know, are hard to grow in the South, and we have good luck with this one. Now this ain't your regular old jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. This here is an eating pumpkin. You make pies and soups and things like that with. Got a lot of good meat inside. I'm gonna try to cut into it here and show you. See there? We'll come in there and scoop all them seeds out, and there you got a lot of good eating left. Well, when Danny seen we was growing the Seminole pumpkin, he said, guys, you gotta try this Cherokee Tan. It's a lot like the Seminoles. Disease resistant, insect resistant, grows well in the South, but it's a lot sweeter. It has a lot higher sugar content. Now this Seminole pumpkin stores really well, up to 12 months. So we're interested to see if this Cherokee Tan is going to store or have the shelf life that the Seminole has. Now it may look like we got a lot of pumpkins here, but the seeds were really scarce, and Danny was able to share about 20 seeds with us. So we started them in the greenhouse and we put them in 4-inch pots. So there's one row in this greenhouse here. We laid our drip irrigation down right in the middle, and our emitter spacing was a foot apart, so we planted our pumpkins a foot apart right on the emitters. This is our high tone. We use it to grow things in the wintertime and the early spring. Hurricane Michael come in here and did a number on us, took our covering off and damaged it a little bit. And we said, you know what, we're gonna wait till next year to replace that covering, because it's so hot you can't grow anything in there in the summertime anyway, and this will give us an opportunity to use it this summer. So we thought this would be a perfect place to put our Cherokee Tan pumpkins in. I tell you, I've been kind of impressed with these pumpkins so far. These vines are really vigorous. These leaves are really nice and clean. I hadn't seen any sign of disease. No downy mildew, no powdery mildew. They just grow in like crazy, nice and green. I was a little bit worried I was growing vines and not pumpkins, but we got a hive of bees close by, and they've been working these blooms, and it looks like we got a pretty good crop sitting. Now you can't see it, but there's drip tape underneath here, underneath that row. Now what I did is I've injected some 20-20-20, put some micro boost in there a couple of times. When I planted them, I put some chicken litter down the side of them. And you can't tell it, but we went about 4 weeks without any rain whatsoever. And if I didn't have that drip tape underneath there, well, I wouldn't have any pumpkins. In a few weeks, these vines will start dying back, and we'll come in here and harvest them. We'll evaluate them. We'll gather the seeds. We'll have them germ tested, and hopefully we can bring this Cherokee Tan back. We want to give a big shout out to Danny and Wanda for sharing these seeds with us. Now, if you want to know more about the Cherokee Tan Pumpkin, go to their YouTube channel, Deep South Homestead. They got some videos out there showing the way they grow them, the way they harvest them, and the way they prepare them. A lot of good information there. So stay tuned here, and we're going to be harvesting in a few weeks. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next week on Gardening with Greg.